Hey everyone, this is Joe Roach with the Brutal Truth today, September 22nd, 2021. Let's get started. Okay, now I'm going to hit on a few things. Let's start with the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill. Okay, the far right Democrats want the main infrastructure bill voted on first. Pelosi says no, we have to have it all at one time. Let's send it all to the president at one time. And those dumbasses like the one with the Muslim one and a few of them, the ones that had their heads so far up their asses they don't know what they're talking about. The reconciliation bill has out for people on Social Security, child care for everyone. It changes Medicare and Medicaid and insurance for everyone. Everyone gets insurance now. It also changes the way of doing business with the oil companies. It starts putting, people to work in solar, in wind energy, and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that does it in there. I've looked it over, and it makes sense. It puts people back to work, basically. And the far right Democrats have their head so far up their ass, it's unbelievable. Then you got the senators, Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema. Kyrsten Sinema is a disgrace to the people of Arizona. She's a worthless piece of shit that needs to be voted out, plain and simple. Mark Kelly, he's doing a great job. But Kyrsten Sinema, no. She is a worthless piece of shit. She thinks she's a Republican. That's what she thinks. Some of the shit she's pulling is a Republican stunts. They don't want to back the $3.5 trillion deal, her and Joe Manchin. Okay, I can understand the immigration thing being in that. No, it doesn't deserve to be in that. No. Make the Republicans and the Democrats sit down and hash the immigration shit out. Okay? On someone should be a U.S. citizen or not, and when it occurs and all that shit, because that's not part of infrastructure. Okay? But the thing is, Kyrsten Sinema's got her little quirky shit that she's doing. She needs to be voted out. Then you got Mitch McConnell. Good old Mitchy boy. Moscow Mitch. I'm not signing anything that they put on the table. Well, if they do a reconciliation, you don't have to sign it, Mitchy bitch. It's a reconciliation thing. All they need is 50 votes. 51 votes. And Kamala Harris is the 51st vote, or the 50th vote. That's all they need. So shut the fuck up, Mitch boy. You and Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham played golf with Trump last weekend. Tells you he's still kissing Trump's ass when there's shit hanging out of it. It's sad, but it is. But that's what it is. Lindsey's got his head up his ass, as usual. Ted Cruz talking shit about the border. That it's Biden's fault. Teddy boy, it's not Biden's fault. It's not Biden's fault. Look at the piece that NPR did today about the people in Guatemala with farms and shit, that the corn is drying up and everything's drying up because of drought down there. Get it straight, Teddy boy. Go down there and see what's going on. Have the balls go down there and see what's going on in Guatemala, Nicaragua, Colombia, everywhere. Teddy boy, go down there and see. You can go to Mexico. You can go to Mexico, Cancun, during your people in Texas froze and the water was out and the electric was out, but still you don't want to go anywhere else to see anything, huh, Teddy boy? Yeah, good old Ted Cruz, the Texas's finest dumbass. But it's just pitiful how these people are. The Republicans, they don't want to help anyone. Mitch McConnell says, we're not going to sign the... Well, the Democrats put something through before in the reconciliation bill, and we had nothing to sign on it. They didn't want to come to us for it. They went to them about it. They said no. Then they turn around and start telling the constituents, the little weasel from Colorado, Taylor Greene, Ted Cruz, all of them that got money for their states, for their small businesses, for their restaurants and stuff. Oh, we got you the money for for your small business. We got you money for your restaurant. Blah, 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 blah. They didn't do shit for you guys. They didn't do shit. The Democrats gave that to you, not the Republicans. Let's get that straight. The Republicans did not give you shit. Plain and simple. They did not give you shit. You got shit from them. Plain and simple. Nothing. You got nothing. So, that's it. I mean, the Republicans are still playing with the police reforms. They don't want to take away implied immunity from the cops. I think it should be taken away. I think it honestly should be taken away. Implied immunity means they can kill someone and get away with it and they never get charged. Well, we saw that with George Floyd's shit, didn't we? He got convicted 22 years. Okay? Let's see if he lasts 22 years. And no one wants to bring the girl in Brooklyn Center up on charges. No one wants to prosecute that case. Because you know why? It's not prosecutable. What it was, he got in the car and he started to take off. That is an attempted murder on a police officer when they were hanging on to him with his one hand handcuffed and the cop had the other handcuffed. That is attempted murder. He tried to take off with them hanging in the car. That was attempted murder. Let's get it straight, people. Let's get it straight. The girl in Columbus, Ohio with the knife, they want to press charges on the cop for murder because he shot her 4 times? Well, let's get it straight. She had the knife up in the air. She was coming down with it. Yes, he shot her 4 times. Okay, 4 times is a little bit excessive. Okay, I can say that. But still, it's a right to shoot. Okay? The kid in Chicago with the gun running through the streets pointing it at the cop. He turns around, he points it at the cop, and then he goes and hides it behind a wall. Turns around real quick, the cop shoots 1 shot. Boom, he's gone. Okay? Plain and simple. George Floyd, the whole thing could have been avoided if George Floyd would have just gotten in the patrol car and just gone on his way. But he didn't because he was so fucked up on whatever he was fucked up on, the drugs, and his buddy in there was so fucked up they gave him the shit and gave him the fake $20 bill. George Floyd took the dump for him, which was wrong. But if George Floyd would have just gotten in the police car and just gone to jail like they wanted him to do, nothing of this shit would have happened. But he started fighting them. He started arguing with them. I'm claustrophobic. Bullshit. I can't breathe. He started the I can't breathe shit when he was when they were putting him in the car. So that told me he extended that when he was laying down. But it's not me to say. What happened was horrendous. The cop should go to jail for it. You don't step on someone's neck with your knee and stand there and smile for 10 minutes. That's bullshit. They should have found some way to hogtie George Floyd and put him in the back of that patrol car. Plain and simple. There was 4 cops there. Hogtie his ass. And put him in the patrol car. That's it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I mean, there's things that happen in our society that it pisses people off. But you know what? When you think about it, everyone creates their own destiny by their actions. Then on TikTok, someone put a post up about the girl that got killed in Wyoming by her boyfriend. Well, she goes, they don't do that to black kids. Whoa, back up. Don't make this a racial issue now, woman. Do not make this a racial issue. I said, she had a presence on the internet, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Okay, she had a presence on there. People known her. There's millions and millions of people that knew Gabby Petino from her adventures with him, on the trip and stuff. There's millions of people that knew her. And for her to go missing, that was horrendous. I mean, the police department fucked up. I'm being honest, the police and the FBI fucked up. When they gave him a chance to talk, and he said he didn't want to talk, I would have parked a patrol car in front of his house, one on the back street, and said, okay, when you're ready to talk, we're out here. Come on, talk to us. He didn't do that. Somehow the parents supposedly went and go find his car. How did they know where in the fuck his car was? How did they know where in the fuck his car was? Because he left it there and someone picked him up. Someone picked him up and took him somewhere. He's at a relative's house or somewhere. You know, the mom and dad and the sister need to be charged with accessory to murder. The attorney, he knows where he's at, because no attorney takes a case without knowing the background on those cases. You know that? No one knows what's going on the background of those cases. Plain and simple. Without taking a case. So he knows if he did it or not. Charge the attorney with accessory to murder and covering up. They can be done that. It can be done that way. But like I said, my post today is mostly about Joe Manchin and kyrsten sinema. They need to get their shit together. Plain and simple. This is Joe Rocha with the Brutal Truth for today. This is my opinion. This post is covered under my First Amendment right to my freedom of speech rights. And this video is copyrighted by Joe Rocha. Have a good day. Take care.